to do in your business. Hey, folks. New inspiration day, new theme coming. Don't do this in business. Don't do this in business. So I'm coming across this a lot. And as somebody that works in the field where AI is injected quite a bit, I feel like I'm probably in a good catbird seat to kind of give advice or talk about this very subject. So it came to me in a flash. Don't do this in business. Don't do this in business. Um, just had a meeting scheduled. I'm supposed to be in a meeting right now. I'm supposed to be in a meeting right now. Someone had sent me a message on LinkedIn. They wanted to have a meeting with me. They said, "Hey, I would love to meet with you." I looked at who they were, what they were about. I thought, well, this makes sense. And it said, pick a time. Now, so yesterday was Sunday, so to be very clear, I was doing some work on the weekend, and yesterday was Sunday, and I looked and I pulled up their scheduler, and it said that there was an appointment today at noon Central Time, and so I nabbed it, took that appointment, grabbed it, off we run to the races. Now, if you were to go to Manana No Mas right now and you were to say, I want to book a call with Kurt, you would not be able to book a call at 2 o'clock. You would not be able to book a call tomorrow at noon. My scheduler is set up so that I need at least a 24-hour notice, or more appropriately, I need a day on the calendar gap before you can get a meeting with me. And it's not to show that, I'm exclusive, right? It's the very simple fact that I don't automate what I cannot do. I have a life. I have things. I have things. I have things. We all have things. The problem is we try to leverage these AI tools. We try to leverage these automatic schedulers. We try to make ourselves technical and make ourselves more efficient. And what we do is we make ourselves look stupid when we allow the automation to take over and do things that we cannot do. So this person sends me a message. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. There's a pretty high probability that message sent to me on a Sunday through LinkedIn and the LinkedIn Messenger was probably automated as well, right? So let's just be honest about it. Probability is high. They used AI to wrangle me in. I scheduled the appointment, right? So I scheduled the appointment for noon today. Why? Because Monday was the first day they had available. And I knew if I would have picked the 9:30 slot, chances are they probably wouldn't be there, right? Like if I got to work at 9 o'clock and checked my schedule, said meeting at 9:30, I might have other things going on. So I figured noon was a little more safe. I picked the safer time, noon, and booked that. And then I got the confirmation, hey, you're booked, right? You are booked for noon, tomorrow. And I thought, okay, well, I guess he's got that automated too. I guess I'll see him tomorrow. And in the back of my mind, I was actually thinking, when I meet with this person, I'm probably going to tell them, how I set up my scheduler so that I always have a gap of a day. Um, Not because I want my Mondays to be lazy, but because I need notice. I need notice of what my schedule's going to look like. And did I plan other things? Like today, I have to make 2 presentations for the Motorcycle Retailers Association. I've got a newsletter I'm putting out. I mean, I've got work that I am doing. I've got a customer with a makeup school, and I'm pretty sure she needs some of my help, some of my focused attention on something she's working on. And so when I look at these things, um, I have my automations set up with these gaps. So today, in our Don't Do This in Business segment, our Don't Do This in Business segment is don't empower AI or automatic tools, automation tools. Don't empower those tools to overstep your ability to provide. Because you know what happened. I signed in at noon. It was a Google Meet meeting. Nobody was there. The other thing that was weird was he let his Google meeting let me in before he opened up the meeting room. Um, that's an odd one too. And so, maybe that'll be another don't do this in business session. But from my perspective, running an agency and working with a lot of business owners, and I should be clear, I mean, I do look at I do look at the analytics coming through on my audience. And right now, my audience is primarily male. My audience, number one number one role that they have is owner. So they own their own business. So the number one person that is listening to me right now owns their own business. Next is founders, owners and founders. Okay, different demographics somehow, some way. Owners, founders. Okay, CEOs are next, then presidents, then general managers. So when I take a look at those analytics and take a look at the work that I do as a leadership coach, as a business consultant, and as an agency owner, when I take a look at, the confluence of all those verticals coming in and how we deal with artificial intelligence at the agency level and train our customers and our clients on the appropriate use of I feel like this gives me a unique space to talk about this. So don't do this in business. Don't assume, first off, that you need AI to make these things happen. There is a misnomer out there that everybody in business is using these high-end technical tools to drive their business and drive their success and get to the next level. And I'm going to tell you, most of that is hogwash. Most of that is not true. There is a swath. There is a demographic split, that kind of comes through business where a lot of people very much are, you know, into the tech space, into the artificial intelligence, into the efficiency and productivity management of time and effort based on AI. But that is a very, very small swath of people. A lot of people are talking about AI, and a lot of people are hearing the promises of AI, but relatively few have really had the opportunity to embrace it, use it, and feel it as a tool moving forward. Now, maybe that's a pathway that I could help people in. Maybe that's a pathway that I could work with some folks in. If that's something that resonates with you, hit me up, jump into the comments, send me an email, schedule a meeting, something, figure it out. Maybe I can help you in that space. But here's the thing you don't want to do. Don't do this in business. Don't allow AI to do things that you can't honor because it makes you look stupid. If you are scheduling meetings and setting confirmations for meetings and then not showing up for those meetings, that's a bad look. That's a really bad look. So what you want to do is you want to set up your meeting scheduler so that you give yourself a 24 or 48-hour padding between the requested meeting and the actual meeting. So you want to give yourself that space. And then you also want to make sure that you're getting the notifications for those scheduled meetings. Now, I'm assuming by noon on a Monday, there should have been some kind of notification sent to that person. And that person would have responded back either with, I'm looking forward to seeing you at noon, or, hey, bad news, I got a conflict. Apparently, my scheduler wasn't aware I had this conflict. Can we schedule for another time? Right? It's not the best look, but it's not the worst look. The worst look is you schedule something and you don't even show up for it. And here's what makes that even worse. What makes it even worse is if you didn't leverage those AI tools properly, you might have missed a meeting and not even known it. So don't do this in business. I like that. I'll see you guys later.